Welcome Leos. Welcome to Keykey's Story. Let's see what your soulmate wants to relook at for October 31st to November 2nd, 2018. God, Gaia, God, Goddess, Mother, Father. What does Mr. and Miss Leo's soulmate want to relook at for October 31st to November 2nd? What actions will Mr. and Miss Leo's soulmate will be taking in action mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, spiritually, October 31st to November 2nd. Okay. Woo. All right. Hold on. Okay. Your soulmate, including yourselves, already know how y'all want to charge ahead. I feel it. They want to have 8 cards come out like, nah, we can't do that this time. We'll do it tonight, maybe. Not right now. Okay. Masculine Leos, your soulmate, is embarking on or relooking at that they have known you in their past life as a scribe writer, whether you were the teacher and they were the writer, whether they were the person that you had to find out to write about, whether it be a story or event that happened in civilization that brought you two together to write and draw pictures of or draw illustrations of what you have seen take place. From that moment on, you've seen the importance of pen and paper. How we remember our history, our lineage, our culture as a human being, as a race of people, is through writing and scribing. If you're thinking about writing a book, masculine Leos, now is the time to do it. If you're thinking about drawing an illustration, if you're thinking about making books with illustration in them, this is the time to do it. We're all about seeing things visually and interpreting what we see. So if you're concerned if what people see, based on what you want to show them, will they understand it? They will. Your soulmate is thinking about this as well. This might be their new business venture, or this might be something that they always seen as a hobby, but they want to take it professionally. So if that means going on YouTube or going to writing classes or seminars, this will be the time, because seminars and workshops are very short in time frame and duration, and some writing workshops and seminars give certifications or are connected to publishing organizations that can distribute your work if they feel that it resonates with the company they're in. So yes, this would be the perfect time, especially going into Thanksgiving. Feminine Leos, female, the lioness of the jungle. Your soulmate is looking at how the karmic ties or the karmic in relationships creates a ripple effect. It's like putting a rock into a water. The rock is solid and the water is fluid. What can happen when you place something solid into something lucid or fluid? It can move it. So they're trying to figure out what is it that is solid and what is movable in the relationship. Meaning, what is the solid core that both you and your partner can connect to? And the things that are movable seeing what are those things called. And when they reconnect with you, they'll know, okay, I know that I'm solid in this. I see that you're solid in this as well. I see that I can be very lucid or very flighty when it comes to expressing my emotions or showing what it means to commit. But I see this in you, Miss Lioness, that you know how to show what it means to commit. You know how to show dedication. So by your soulmate understanding or placing a label to what makes a karmic tie toxic, they can be able to strain what no longer serves them and have healthy water. Water that even if they needed to drink it out of their own emotional cup, they will be able to do that. If this is you, Miss Leos, you're thinking this as well. Why? You're thinking of what makes toxic relationships and what makes us tied to them. This is what we consider karmic, because these are things that we are learning. So Miss Lioness, you're thinking of how to get out of karmic relationships, but to look at the karmic relationship as a rite of passage rather than something that will be set in stone. The actions you will be taking, masculine Leo, your soulmate is becoming that chariot. They're going to move forward in their plans and becoming a writer, becoming a painter, becoming an illustrator, becoming a screenplay, becoming a movie writer, anything that requires them to, or even documentary. Whatever they thought of making into a business, whether they were turning this, they might have seen scribing, writing as a hobby. Maybe this was you, Mr. Leo, and now you're seeing that, no, this can be actual career. So now an important achievement is going to take place. Maybe you seeing your old books that you have written. Maybe you are a photographer or a filmmaker, and you looked at all the films that you have made as an apprentice or as a rookie, and you're seeing that, wow, you have the right skills. You already had the right stuff. Now it's just going outside of yourself to figure out who can connect you further in your career. So you're having more self-discipline. Your soulmate is having more self-discipline in this arena as well. And they're bringing out their willpower, which is in their 5th house. And from them physically bringing out their willpower, they will, and you, Mr. Leo, will be publicly recognized for the galls and the balls to go after the things you like. Not even like, the things you love. The things you love. Miss Leo, Lioness, your soulmate is becoming their own anchor. They're becoming their own apple of their eye. Meaning, as an example, if they were wondering about how to strain the toxic water and find the purification of what a relationship can be, they're seeing, okay, what does it physically look like outside of myself, earthly wise? What does it look like to have a healthy relationship? So if they wasn't a talkative person, if they didn't like to express their emotions, now they're going to start practicing expressing their emotions either through family or friends, co-workers, people that are around them in this given moment right now, as a practice, right? Because the ace is all about open or handed opportunities. So your soulmate is seeing that every day and every moment is an open opportunity to practice how to make a karmic relationship a healthy one. So that way you can receive good karma. This is what they're thinking about, Miss Lioness. This is what you're thinking about. And as they're re-looking at how to make those stages, again, a promising business venture. This can be their new business venture. Maybe this is yours, Miss Lioness. How to help people to get out of toxic karmic relationships and into healthy karmic relationships. Is there a thing as a healthy karmic relationship? These are what you're going to be researching and finding more of and practicing it. And the more you practice and see it as a challenge, like the YouTube challenge that they do for fun, you'll have important achievements or documentations or contracts going to be present, meaning people are going to want to have you speak or have you do a seminar or a class or workshop. So they will be handing you documents and contracts. Look over them. Have a lawyer, a free consultant lawyer, and this is everywhere. You could Google, you could Yahoo them to see how to get a free lawyer for the moment, and ask them questions that you are physically going to now in regards to your business venture. Masculine Leos, your soulmate, including yourself, are becoming the apple and anchor of fire. So you becoming the apple of your eye when it comes to your passions. You're becoming that anchor when it comes to what drives you. And when you see that you are your anchor of what drives you and your passions, an exciting new opportunity will present itself to you. Career achievements will be recognized, because in order for you to start seeing that you are anchor meant that you had to have physically practiced what it would look like to be an anchor and what it would look like to be an apple in other people's eyes. You just didn't want to place a name to it yet, but now that you're placing a feeling to it that, oh wow, I am that anchor, I am showing myself that people value my service hourly, then you will know how to change your life in the now. This is what your soulmate, masculine Leo, is doing as well. They're figuring out how that seeing themselves as an anchor can activate their next challenge or their next new direction in life. Female Leos, your soulmate, including yourself, are tapping into the Queen of Air. Now that you know how you are an anchor of your service in the material world, and how that your service does benefit others, including yourself, to a point where people are calling you to set a webinar or do a session with people or a group or one-on-one, now you can demonstrate physically your independence. You're using your life experience, whether it be the work experience that you have, intimate relationships with yourself, relationships to your environment. You're using all relationships that you have had from the time you were young to now to show or to give more confidence to why this new business venture is truly important, not just to you, but the world. Again, the Queen of Air is about connecting to the world internationally, whether it be using webinar, Zoom app, doing live streams, when you do seminars and sessions, when you start doing that, having someone record you, writing out, what do they have? It's like it is like a notary. You have to get it notarized, but it's having, like when you do a video, allowing the person to know that this will be taped and people will see it publicly, and having it be notarized, having that to be addressed to your lawyer or thinking about, will show that you're really realistic in how you approach your business, but you're using your wit and how you're going to not wiggle, but weather any storm when it presents itself in any business. You're being very objective. Your soulmate is being objective as well in decision making. They're clearing away, and you're clearing away anything that no longer serves you, and you're replacing the negative self-talk or the harmful thoughts into humor in the situation. Until we meet again, Mr. and Miss Leos, you and your soulmates are becoming that anchor, are becoming that advisors in your life right now. You're setting the foundation. And if you already set the foundation, you're making it more solid by understanding why you want to create this? Why is your service so important? And why does it not only heal you, but can heal others as well? Until we meet again, I love you. I love you, Mr. and Miss Leos. If you like what you have heard, or if this reading resonates with you, please like, share this video with others, and subscribe. If you would like to get a deeper analysis of this particular reading, or one question reading, look within the description box below for further details. Until we meet again, I love you, Leos. We will see you on the other side.